Hello, good morning. So I have a few people on mute besides myself, so I'm going to be off mute today. Everyone else I put automatically on mute. I am recording this and I will be posting it to the group after because there were several people who weren't able to make it this morning and were sad not to attend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record this in total and then I'm going to post it to the group after. This is a version of different spiritual services that I've attended, usually on Sundays. So I am not a religious person. I used to go to church growing up, but really I have found myself just wanting to do these spirit circles on Sundays in the hopes of connecting spiritual my way. And the way that I live my life as a medium is you have to take time for yourself to connect, sit in the power, sit in meditation, and just sit in the quiet to kind of process everything, your day, your relationships, things that you're going through, in order to have that clear connection whenever you do mediumship or psychic work, even card work or energy work like Reiki or anything like that. So this morning, we're just going to take a few moments and kind of go through a really lovely grounding meditation that I'm going to lead everyone through. And then at the end, if you have any questions or anything like that you'd like to ask about your experience going through the meditation, of course, we can explore that at that time. But really, it's just a very relaxed morning. I have a coffee and the sun is out. It's going to be 20 degrees in Fredericton, so I'm in a great mood. I'm in a great mood. There's no snow left. I'm so over it. So today is going to be a great day. And like I said, I have you all on mute, but the chat function down at the bottom is still able to function throughout the session. So if you have a question or you want to say hi in the pop-up chat, feel free to do that. Like I said, this is all being recorded, so you can watch it back at a different time for folks who couldn't make it today, or even for yourself to go through the meditation one more time. Does that all sound good? I know I have you guys on mute, so thumbs up. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for joining me today, ladies. Like I said, this is the first one I'm going to host, probably of many. I've been getting a lot of requests from people just to do more activities and more practice in a way that's like meaningful to them, that they don't really have to pay for as far as like an in-depth course. So I'll probably be able to do these probably twice a month, and they're just free pop-ins. Anyone can join, and I'll try to record them moving forward. If you're not able to attend and would like to keep on the schedule with them, we'll probably go through different types of meditations. I might even have a brief talk at the beginning of these sessions, just depending on what's come up in my mediumship or my classes, or any like weird experiences that I go through, because sometimes I do go through those, and it's nice to have an outlet to share, right? So we're going to have some of those topics. And if that sounds good, we'll kind of just jump in today, take a drink of anything that you want, because we're going to go into meditation shortly. So I'm just going to have a sip of coffee, kind of get the wheels turning. So the meditation today, it doesn't matter if you're sitting cross-legged or feet on the ground. I do like to go into meditation with some part of my body touching the ground. Usually when I go into meditation to sit for spirit, usually I'm actually sitting on the floor in my office. And that for me is just really grounding, to not have something in between me and the earth. You don't have to do that today. That's totally up to you. If you are sitting and have access to the floor, if you could put your both feet flat on the floor and just anchor yourself in. If you are sitting down on a bed, or even if you're laying down, that's totally fine. Many of my meditations I enjoy going through just laying down on the ground or laying down on a bed and not even in a sitting position. So that's totally fine. So wherever you are, if you're sitting, if you have your feet on the floor, if you're on the floor laying down, that's totally fine. I just want you to just close your eyes here while we prepare to go into some meditation here and just grounding our energy in. So I'd like you to just close your eyes with me. Nice big deep breath in. You can go ahead and just sigh that loudly out. So I know it's still the morning for many people. Right now it's 11 a.m. in Fredericton, New Brunswick. Might be even earlier where you are tuning in today. So we're just trying to get out of that sleepiness and just start for the day. Nice big deep breath in. Perfect. And you might even notice that meditating in the morning is something that you will enjoy here today versus another part of the day in which you usually meditate in. So just notice that for yourself. You do prefer meditating in the morning. One more nice big deep breath in. Perfect. So what I'd like you to do is just imagine yourself kind of melting into the ground below you, whether that's through your seat or your feet or your entire body if you're laying down. Just want you to imagine that ground supporting you a little bit more and your body slowly relaxing into that support. Nice big deep breath in. And out. One more nice deep breath in. And just feel yourself getting more comfortable on your seat, getting more present in the moment, and just kind of feeling that noise of life or anything that you're going through just kind of fade away. Just bringing your awareness just to this body that you're in this moment. And just letting it all go. Continuing to breathe deeply through this. Audible breaths are always helpful. Just feeling yourself naturally becoming heavier, more weighted, grounding yourself right into the ground there. One more nice big deep breath in. Perfect. You may start to feel that world that we're in just slowly melt away. And that's a good thing. We're here to be present and to make spiritual connections, whether that's with ourselves, the universe, could be a higher power for you today, or it could be loved ones in spirit who may step forward during this time. And all those experiences are welcome. And just know that you are safe in the space and just lovingly accept any and all experiences that come to you today, whether that be through insight or any impressions mediumistically, if you're currently practicing mediumship. One more nice big deep breath in. Perfect. So now that we're kind of grounded, I always like to go through a moment of gratitude. When we move into meditation or we sit in the power for mediumship, it's really important to go into it being so thankful and excited to be able to be in this position today, to connect spiritually, and how much it just feeds you energetically and just as a human to have these experiences. So I just want you to take a moment today and just say a silent little thank you to yourself in this time and how grateful you are to be here this morning. And just sit with that gratitude energy. Just feel that safety and love and expansion of your energy. Nice big deep breath here. Remembering to breathe deeply throughout this experience. If you do find your mind wandering, you can just go ahead and put your awareness on your breath in and out slowly, and that'll instantly bring you back to the present moment. So if you are a current mediumship student of mine, you might recognize some of these techniques I'm going to go through right now. So what I'd like you to imagine is just that little light inside of your chest. And you can feel this light, you can see this light in your mind. It can be whatever color you want. And as you look at this and feel this light bouncing around in your chest, Maybe it has a texture or a color, might look opaque or smoky. Each individual light of ours inside of us will be unique. It's unique to us. Nice big deep breath in here. As you look at that light and you feel that light in your chest, I just want you to imagine that light going right inside your heart, filling your heart space with light and love and hope and gratitude and expansion and energy. Just watching and feeling that light just go right into your heart space. Noticing your heart soft a little bit. You might notice a decrease in tension overall in your body. Nice big deep breath in. We're just using this to kind of console our heart chakra here. Give our emotions a little love. You can still feel and picture that light inside your heart just shining out. One more nice big deep breath in. Now what I'd like you to do is just bring that awareness right into that heart space, right into that light, really focusing on that light, feeling that energy in your heart. I want you to now just envision and feel that light just expand out from your chest, out of your heart, right into the universe, right into the room around you, and just let that heart radiate. Radiate the love, radiate the gratitude and being here, radiate in respect to the spirit world. We may connect with each of us today in different ways. Nice big deep breath in. Really cracking open that heart space and letting it soften. Now what I'd like you to do is just sit here in this moment. Let those feelings and emotions of that heart space just continue to release, feeling soft, feeling safe, feeling open. I would like you to just sit in this energy and just bring your awareness to anyone in spirit who would like to be connected with today for you. Could be a person, could be an animal, could be someone who has been recently crossed or someone who's been deceased for quite some time. It doesn't matter. Both are able to be connected to. Nice big deep breath in. So I just want you to sit here with that open heart. Just let that expand out. Just sit in this moment. We'll be here for a few minutes, so nice big deep breaths throughout. Really concentrating on being open, having that gratitude, and just seeing if you are able to feel a connection. Could be energetically, could be clairaudiently, could be clairvoyantly. Doesn't matter. Just accepting what comes through. We're going to take a few moments here to sit in this energy. I'd like you now to take a nice big deep breath in. Absorb that experience here. I'm just going to let you sit in this moment just a little bit longer. You may want yourself to extend that connection a little bit more. If you currently have a mediumistic contact or you feel a presence in the room with you, that's totally fine and normal. Nice big deep breath in. If you do have an energy that you would like to feel more into, go ahead and do it now. I'll give you a few more minutes. I'd like you now to take one more nice big deep breath in. If you didn't feel mediumistic contact, that's totally fine. And if you did, I'd just like you again to go ahead and thank them for coming and thank them for making their presence known to you today. This is all mediumistic practice, whether you're just doing a meditation or you do have a mediumistic contact. Nice big deep breath in. I'd like you now to focus again on your heart and chest space. I want you to really breathe in very deeply and just send that energy right to your chest. We're going to now let that mediumistic contact break off a little bit. Thank them, wish them well. Bring your awareness right down into your chest. Nice big deep breath in. Just send the energy right into your body so you can come back into your body a little bit more. Come back into the present moment. Just disconnect from that ethereal energy a little bit. Nice big deep breath in. Right into your heart, right into your chest. Allowing yourself to mentally come back into the room here, back into your body. You may start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Nice big deep breath in. You may find that placing your hand over your chest or your heart feels really good. I know I'm doing it right now. While you're just coming back, taking those nice big deep breaths in. Just allowing your hand on your chest to kind of amplitude the feeling of comfort and energy right here on your chest. Nice big deep breath in. Feeling thankful for this moment here that you've brought yourself. And continuing to put your hand on your chest, what I'd like you to do is just begin to wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. We're just trying to move our awareness from spirit back into our body, back into our human space. So you may even give a little leg wiggle or a little stretch, just keeping those eyes closed just for now, just moving your body a little bit. Coming back into the space really slowly is important. I feel like if you come out of it too quickly, it kind of degrades the integrity of the space you've just created. You don't want to cut that off too quick. Doesn't feel great. So once you've given a few good stretches and you feel like your body is kind of awake more, I would like you to just turn your face either left to your right. Just as long as you're not looking at the screen in front of you. When you're ready, I would like you to just flutter your eyes open very slowly and come back into the room in which we sit together. Just taking in what's around you in your room. Right now, I see one of my cats, I have plants, see my crystals, looking around to the room, just coming back into it. I see the paintings I have on my wall, see the lamp in front of me. And if you would like, you can come back on screen. You don't have to take your camera off if you don't want to. That's totally fine. If anyone has anything they would like to discuss about that experience, just go ahead and put it in the chat right now. And that way I can talk a little bit about it before we leave today. And like I said, this recording will be posted in the group so that everyone can participate that wasn't able to come today, because I know there was quite a few. I got quite a few messages. So if you were able to get a mediumistic contact, I would love for you to either put it in the chat or send me a message or even comment on the recording after I post it in the group so other people can, who are just baby mediums, see that it's possible and things like that. So for me, for this experience, it took me a while to settle in. I just chugged a coffee before coming on here, so it took me a while to settle in, which is totally fine. And then once I was able to settle into meditation, I did have an elderly woman step forward on my left side. For me, if you haven't worked with me before, they usually come on my left side. And I think that's usually why, because I have a wall right next to me on my right side. So I did have an elderly woman step forward on my left side. She wasn't alone. She did bring through another woman who exudes more motherly energy. Let me see. Yeah, without diving into a mediumship reading right now. So I have I have two women on my left side. I feel like one of them is my own grandmother, but she has brought through another woman in spirit, who is younger than her. So my grandmother would have passed in her 70s. This woman, that she brought through with her feels like she's younger. And again, without getting into a full mediumship reading, she just wants, if you have a mother in spirit or a strong mother figure in spirit, this could be for you. And if so, you can let me know in the chat or comment on the video after. But she's really excited that you are pursuing these types of endeavors and taking the time to connect not only with her, but with yourself through this time. And she comes through very sweet. She's very excited. She's very youthful. She comes through with a very energized personality. Like, I just feel like she's just like laughing and screaming and clapping, that like someone was able to connect with her today. So I do have those two women here. I'm just going to thank them for coming and let them go lovingly because they were a little bit sticky to let go of. So just 1 second. And then whoever she's with, I'll send them with you, whether it's someone on the recording or on the call here. I do strongly feel like she's someone's mother. She would have passed younger, 50s range. So I'm just going to let them go here. Sometimes what will happen is, whether if you're a developing medium or you're just dipping your toe into the water, this can happen to anyone. A lot of times when I go into meditations where I want to, sit in the energy, and it's a practice called sitting in the power, where we go into it, I'm expecting to have that contact energy and then just seeing where it goes. You will have a connection step forward. And other times you won't, but it has nothing to do with you or the connection. It's just not your time to have that contact, right? So just accepting that you're not in control of anything. And if you didn't get a mediumistic contact today, that doesn't mean that you're not able to receive it. It just wasn't your day. So Trudy says, yes, I received a message from my cousin. It was nice to get a new message from her. Yeah, perfect. So sometimes when we go into these things, like I said, anyone can step through. It can be someone who's really closely related to you, someone who is maybe just a friend. I have pets who have passed. I've had a lot of pets in my life. Frequently come through during sitting in the power and mediumistic sessions I do. So you always want to thank them for coming. And like I said, if you didn't get one today, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen in the future. Angie says, thank you, Alexa. It was lovely checking in with myself today. Absolutely. And if that was what you got out of today, just taking a quiet, like 30 minutes to just go into yourself and just set yourself up mentally, like for the day or for the week. It's a great way to do it. It doesn't have to be, an hour and a half, 2 hour meditation or what have you. If you just have time for 15 or 20 minutes, just grounding yourself, taking that energy into your chest, into your heart, and then just expanding it out and just sitting in that expanded energy is actually going to do a lot for you. Denise, you want to share? I can try and take you off mute, Denise. I'm not sure if it will let me. Oh, I think I did. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
I
Denise.
just I just clicked it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what came through for me, I figured it's better just to speak it out than
Oh,
type it
yes.
because I
Go
probably
ahead.
won't.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I felt it was a male energy. He was tall. Um, then I because spirit speaks through me through visuals and words. So I'll just tell you what I got.
Yes. Great.
I could see like a farm and I could see this man like carrying water. Also like open space, fields. He was a very friendly man. He passed away quickly, and it was quite a surprise to his family. He loved his dog. Sorry, there's a lot that came through
Go
it.
ahead. I'm going to post
Uh,
the replay. Like I said, if it's not anyone who can take it here today,
okay.
hopeful. I'm hopeful that enough people will watch it, that whoever needs
Okay.
to get the message and information is going to get it. So just let it out.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, so he loved his dog. He was like a stubborn man. He didn't like change. And his wife, I felt like he either sees her or maybe her name starts with a C. So I didn't know if it was
Okay.
like the actual letter C or C, like he sees
Right.
her type
Okay.
thing. Um, he's always there and he wants this person to talk to him more.
Okay.
He sees their frustration, but wants you to know that he's always with you.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you were seeing that clairvoyantly. You said you see a lot. So you
Yes, yes.
seeing that play out, and then when you're seeing it, are you feeling it also, or you're just seeing it?
It's different, but I always write it down and I just
Perfect.
let it flow. So like I try not to question, I just trust. And yeah, so that's kind of what came through. So I just felt I really needed to share that. So
Absolutely. I
yeah.
love that. No, I love that. Snaps for Denise. No, that's great. That's great.
Thank you.
So anytime if you do attend in the future, anyone who's watching the replay, if you do attend and you would like to share your experience, feel free to, because this is an energy exchange. So you never know if someone like really needs that message. And the same thing when you do practice readings. It's all about just like putting yourself out there and putting yourself out there over and over and over again, even though sometimes if you're not sure or if you're nervous to put yourself out there with the information that you're getting, or even just to message someone to do a practice reading. Like I know when I was first developing, like initiating conversation with someone who you don't know on the internet to practice talking to dead people is like kind of a reach, right? So so just being able to like put yourself out there, I think is a great example. But thank you so much, Denise. And if anyone either in this conversation here or in the replay can take that information, you can comment down below and hopefully you receive that message, and it's a good little boost to support you into the week. So if anyone else doesn't have anything else to say in the chat, I'm going to leave you here today. And like I said, I'll post the replay, and if you have any follow-up questions about the experience in this group today, put them all in the comments so then I can easily read them, and then other people can read them too, right? So hopefully as we continue moving forward. The next time I'll probably host this. Next week I have an in-person event in Fredericton downtown, so it'll probably be not next weekend, but the weekend after. I'll do this again. But until then, just continue practicing and just continue, like Denise said, just trusting whatever comes through, even if you're not sure, even if it feels crazy, to the client that needs to receive that message, they are not confused about the message. They're going to get it 100%. Okay. So thank you so much for coming this morning. And I leave you to enjoy the rest of the weekend. Trudy here says, thank you so much. Thank you, Trudy, for coming. So nice to see you. And I will post the replay for everyone. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you guys the next time we do this. Otherwise, I'll see you in the group. And if you want to practice your spiritual gifts, whether that be mediumship, psychic cards, or energy healing, you got to get in there and you got to have the practice. You have to get in there and find different partners. There are a lot of people who have taken my mediumship courses in the group, but there are actually a lot of people too who are just curious and want to help people practice who aren't currently mediums, right? But they are more than willing to sit for you and give you feedback, right? But remember, as the medium, if you're giving someone a reading, it's your job to say, how you work, what to expect, and things like that. But that'll all come with practice. And just with practice, you got to just let it out. It's a free, fun space. You're not dealing with someone who is paid for a reading or has any expectations whatsoever of a reading, right? So you got to just let it out. So Trudy says, thanks so much. Brenda says, thank you for the meditation. Have a great weekend. Denise, thank you so much for sharing. So I'll see everyone after, and I'll post the replay if you want to get back into it, okay? Bye, everybody.